Viewers, the latest news about Ethiopia, Amhara, and Tigray region is that because there have been reports from several reliable sources about the ongoing war on Eritrea-Tigray border and in Afar region that I will share with you in this video. Viewers, in the previous video, I informed you that there are reports from several Tigray Defense Force sources that Tigray Defense Force has taken full control of Shiraro and Adi Gosho on Eritrea-Tigray border. And now, according to the latest reports, heavy fighting is underway at the Eritrea-Tigray border on several locations. And on the other hand, fighting also going on between Amhara forces, its allies, and Tigray Defense Force at Volkath in western Tigray. And according to reports, heavy weapons are being used from both sides, and reports of heavy losses are being received. Viewers, on the other hand, inside Afar region, now Ethiopian National Defense Force. Viewers, on the other hand, inside Afar region, now heavy fighting is going on between Ethiopian National Defense Force, its allies, and Tigray Defense Force. As fighting started from Abala city, now separate to many areas of Afar region. And according to reports from many sources, Tigray Defense Force soldiers are present at the location of Magala in the Afar region. And according to Tigray Defense Force porter, reliable sources from the Afar Tigray border at Abala area indicate that Ethiopia's government is not keen in peace. A week ago, Afar special forces infiltrated about 15 kilometers inside Tigray, but were forcibly made to retreat, and something could not be done without permission. Report that 2 days ago, the Tigray forces retaliated by entering Afar region at Magala. It is clear that Ethiopia's government is using the Afar to block aid to Tigray by claiming aid is blockage because Tigray forces are fighting in the area. And both Afar and Tigray are neighbors without any historical conflict between them. And it is not in the interest of Afar people to take the blame for the blockage of aid to Tigray. It is also important that Tigray forces use maximum restraint in fighting with Afar. And the Afar regional troops have been accused of blocking a convoy of trucks carrying humanitarian assistance to the Tigray region aimed a serious shortage of food. Tigray Defense Force has claimed in the latest standoff within northern Ethiopia. And for 13 months, thousands of people have been subjected to unprecedented hunger in Tigray following a conflict between Tigray Defense Force and Ethiopian National Defense Force, which was triggered by the delay of elections and an attack on Northern Command. And Agada Churida, the official spokesperson of Tigray Defense Force, said a 27 trucks convoy was blocked by Afar troops under unclear circumstances despite official clearance by authorities in Addis Ababa, the Ethiopia's capital. And a 27 trucks WFP convoy apparently left Smira on its way to Tigray, and the convoy was expected to break the logjam on humanitarian access to Tigray, or so we were told. And if it turned out, while the government in Addis had ostensibly given the green light, and the regional government of Afar thought the better of it, he claimed. And the excuse given was that the regional government did not approve of the convoy, and there was fighting in Abala, Afar. The most farcical part of the story is that the so-called Abala conflict was launched by the Afar forces and their Eritrean partners a few days ago and still continue, he added. And the Eritrean troops have been linked to the results within the Tigray region despite efforts by the international community to tame them from engineering genocide. And the troops made a return in December 2021, the days after the Tigray Defense Force deserted most part of the Far and Amhara region. And Tigray authorities now say there is a need to allow the World Food Programme trucks to access the region, noting that thousands of people could die should the situation within northern Ethiopia persist. And it would be foolhardy for anyone to believe that this was being done without the knowledge of a red kilo. We desperately need humanitarian aid for our people and are not interested in petty adventures. Unfortunately, the IC is too busy to notice, he added. This statement is from Tigray People Liberation Front spokesman Getachew Reda. Viewers, on the other hand, according to reports, military journals have confirmed that the controversial Eritrean trained force will be repatriated to Somalia, and the troops are expected to arrive in Mogadishu in early February and are scheduled to be stationed at General Gordon's compound, where residents have been ordered to evacuate. And Somali troops in Eritrea have reportedly lost some of their lives in the fighting between Ethiopia and Tigray, and they fought against Tigray Defense Force along the side of Eritrean Army and Ethiopian National Defense Force. Because in a statement on the persistent obstruction of humanitarian aid by the federal government of Ethiopia, the genocidal Abiy regime, which appears constitutionally incapable of telling the truth, continues to accuse the government of Tigray of obstructing humanitarian aid meant for the people of Tigray. It continues to leave accusation against the government of Tigray without providing an iota of evidence. And since the end of June 2021, the Abiy regime has imposed a devastating siege on medical supplies, limiting the amount of operational cash available for aid agencies on the ground, and expelling humanitarian officials that refuse to toe the line. Indeed, the UN and other international agencies have explicitly accused the Abiy regime of imposing a de facto humanitarian blockage. By construct, none of these agencies have accused the government of Tigray of obstructing aid meant for its own people. And it is clear that the Abiy regime's baseless assertions represent a poor attempt to permit the usual barrage of international pressure that are brought to bear on a regime accused of seeking to starve its own citizens into submission. So viewers, so far the latest update. For more latest update, please subscribe channel. Thanks for watching.